Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Supermarket Simulator, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our Complete Beginner's Guide, and we're going to go ahead and stock up our shelves that are empty as people are coming and they need to buy stuff, and oh boy, let's get it for them. So, I didn't mean to buy flour, but okay. They do like that. Here we go. This is what we need. So much coffee. Now, the customers are going to be upset because I don't have certain items out, but one of the things I do when I play the game is I try to get to that point. But if I ever make a mistake, I'm not too rough on myself because the penalties aren't, at least so far in the game, that severe. Now, what is it we're missing over here? Rice? Is that what that is? And so we've got a queue forming as people come in and in and in, but it's okay. We're going to need some spaghetti too. Remember, they don't really care about the boxes. Alright. Life is tough at first. But onward and upward. She couldn't find cereal. We did get cereal eventually. Ring them out. Cheese. We're out of cheese, and we're going to be out of spaghetti as well. So, what I've been doing here, and I know there's a customer there, is I've been buying 2 of everything. Because, like I said, you really can't have enough. And that will become more pronounced when we get our storage room. But as long as the line isn't backed up and people have room to get into line, then we're okay. So I got to clean up. My goodness. Here, let me get this out of here. Uh-oh. And now the checkout is in danger, so let's go. The checkouts are full, they say. Not for long. We'll get there. Wonderful. So I started the day when I booted up the file to do the tutorial, and I thought it was the end of the day because usually when I exit I don't finish the day, but I must have. And so it is a good tip, which was something, if you start the day, even if you stop it immediately once you see that time is moving, you can't stop time. So I had to keep the day going because I didn't want to close the store to stock the shelves. And lose customers. So as a consequence, I have a lot of customers coming in, and I might not have, oh my goodness, enough for everybody. So I'm going to take a break now that we have plenty of money, and order what we need. So we are out of coffee, and we are out of red flour. We need red pasta, so we're going to go for it. We're going to buy 2 coffee, red pasta. We need red flour. Okay, this is pretty good. I didn't even look in the fridge to see everything else, so I'm just going to order it. There. Alright. Wonderful. And until this... that's in the way. Until the checkout gets too crazy. This is pretty crazy, though, so I gotta check them out. Yeah, they said it's full. Alright. Oh, he bought the last of the coffee. No wonder it's out. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to turn on the lights and I'm going to go get some coffee. This is one you can just guarantee that people want. And the checkouts are now full, so I gotta ring them out. But this is a good problem to have. Look how popular our little shop is. I don't believe any prices fluctuated today. I didn't see a message that indicated that, and nobody is complaining. So, this is a good time to talk about the fact that we have boxes everywhere. Now, boxes can be used to move your stuff around, obviously, if you want to. But they aren't a bad thing. We're going to get rid of these because we don't need this many. But we don't have any storage right now. So we're kind of at the mercy of our space. And you can see people are now complaining that we don't have what they wanted because we haven't been able to stock up. And they're saying there's no tea. But it's too late to order anything. So we will... let me close the store and finish ringing these people out. So if something is marked down in price and you have space, it's a good idea to buy a bunch of it if you can, because you'll sell it eventually. Alright, so now we have a lot of work to do restocking. You can see we actually have pretty generous shelves so far for most of our stuff, but we have some space over here. I might want to move, red flour is very popular. I'm going to move peanut butter down here, and I'm going to, you can't do it with a box in your hand, but I'll show you in a moment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this tag. And we'll put red flour underneath it in a moment. And have two out. I like to have two shelves for a lot of my stuff. Because it gives you a buffer. So that if you start running out, you know, of one shelf, you could see, okay, I'm halfway depleted. Now, if we have storage, that's a different story. But we don't right now. All we see is what we have. Alright, so I'm going to get some eggs in here. Tremendous. And spaghetti probably deserves a second shelf, as does rice, to be perfectly honest. So we might want to buy another shelf, even for the things that we have. So you got to be careful with these boxes because you can throw away a box that has food in it and then you just lose money and it's sad. This is, I have an empty box here. I don't believe I need this one. So I'm only going to keep like one box of each size and then get rid of the rest. I think I have this one. Yeah, I do. What happened here? What is this? An extra sidewalk tile? That's a trip hazard. Someone's going to fall in front of my shop and sue me into oblivion. All right, let's get these out of here. Amazing. Here we go. So that was funny because I accidentally started the day. And yet we were able to manage by kind of doing our very best to just balance making the customers wait, ordering, and stocking. It shows you why you don't want to open until you're ready, but it also explains that the game isn't as, ultra punitive. Okay. I think we have enough. That looks good. Okay, so I am going to end the day. So we had 12 products not found, which is bad. But we got 204 store points. And nobody found anything too expensive, so that's pretty nice. So oil has gone up in price. And it's olive oil. It's the green oil. It is not that oil. So, oops. Well, I was going to adjust the price. But if you click on it when there's 0 items on the shelf, that is what happens. Okay. So, we were talking about this. Let's look at what we can do here. If I go to management, let's just say I could grow the store for $750. I can't hire a cashier until I get store level 10, which we actually almost are that level. The storage room itself costs $800. Let's pay our bills, to be honest, and then I'm going to go back to the market. Even with the products I have, I'm going to buy one more shelf. Okay, and then we're going to have products. We know we need oil. We need eggs. Red pasta. Peanut butter. Salt. Tea. Okay. So oh, we're out of olive oil. So look how much money I'm spending right here. Oh, I can't buy anymore, right? But it's okay. Because I would rather spend the money before I upgrade to be just completely stocked. Because everything that we have can move. All right. So let's just go ahead and get double. There's our tea. Now here's olive oil. I definitely want 2 sections for olive oil. And I want... Okay. I'm going to put olive oil up here. Like this. And I'm going to take... actually, here's what I'm going to do. I lied. I'm going to just do some careful rearranging. Doesn't match. Okay. What kind of a box do I need for flour? Does this get flour? No. Well, did I buy any flour? Let's see if this red pasta box will hold it. That's full. Can't use that one. I want to move my flour and keep all the oil in the same place. Alright, we got more tea. Man, that looks good. Okay. So, I'm going to buy Can you hold flour? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to move this blue flour. And we're going to put it not only here, but where the peanut butter is as well. So let me get that peanut butter out of here. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to put peanut butter over here. And I'm going to grab this to get the oil off. And put all the oil together. There we go. I got a great tip from somebody who says they organize their store and their stockroom in the order that you buy things in the shop from the market here, so that it's very easy to know what's missing, and to buy it, and to kind of put it back, and just, you know, have that pattern down. It's a good idea. I'm going to put the salt right here. Okay. Because I would like 2 spaghetti options. Oh, rice needs... what box is rice? This one, great. I'm just going to move rice down and give it 2 shelves so that I can put out more spaghetti. Well, you know what? All the pasta should go together. I'm doing everything like thematically, kind of funny. No real reason other than I want to. All right. Okay, we're getting better. And now I'm actually going to move the rice up. There. We need one more. We need eggs. We need rice. We need peanut butter. And cereal. Let's see if I have enough money for that. All right, we're going to go for peanut butter, rice, eggs. Can I fit a salt on there? I can, exactly. Oh no, the shipping. Okay. Let me just take the salt off. You have to hit this red minus button on the side to take it off. Okay. So now I'm really just leaning into all of the extra storage space that I have. I am not sure about this. I think it just depends on store level and time into the game. But it seems to me that it also could be a factor that people buy more if you have more to sell. So thereby, having more stuff on the shelves, may determine how much these people will buy. All right, I'm going to open the store. And get rid of all the boxes that we don't need. And we can stack up the red pasta over here because it's the same. So now you can see I can put another shelf for bread, but we have another shelf for salt perhaps, and then that would give like most of our stuff 2 shelves. We have almost we have extra room to expand with the shelving that we have, which is good. Okay. $49.90. All right. Bam. Okay. And so before I get consumed, I'm going to go. I need to buy cereal and peanut butter bread. Okay. So let me get some of these on here. I did want to buy another salt. All right, here they are. Okay. All right, she's making some cheesy pasta. Wonderful. All right. Okay, perfect. Now, this is kind of the rhythm that I have found that I enjoy, which is not going over my skis and like expanding too quickly, but rather having enough money to completely stock everything. And then, once everything is fully stocked, then I can just start sandbagging money for my expansion. So I don't have to worry about losing store points or potential customers. There we go. All right. Okay. Wonderful. Wow. All right. You pay with a weird bill for some water, you're getting weird change. Yes. Love it. Now that is a bill that is close to the price of your goods, and I appreciate it. All right. So, things are heating up. Let me just take a look around, make sure we have everything we need. Looks like coffee, blue flower, red flower. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. And oop. There you go. All right, make sure that we are fully stocked here. Oh, we've got what you need. Don't you worry about it. Uh-huh. Okay. So, look at what we are. We are store level 10. Oops. Watch this. Now, what I'm going to do is, here, sorry. I'm going to go to management. Now, this is kind of a waste because the day has already started, but I'm going to hire a cashier. He costs $100, I believe, the first day, and then you have to pay him $80 a day. On the first day, you only pay him $100, and then you pay him his wages. Now, I'm just doing this to demonstrate how crazy it is for me to do both the stocking and running the shop. But now, we have a good buddy here who is doing that for us. Now, we're going to go here and mark it, and I need to buy some spaghetti. Oh, I couldn't get it in there in time. Okay. Now, the thing about this guy is he's amazing because the cashier that we hired, we had to have store level 10 and wrung out 200 customers. He gives you store points. You can see he never makes a mistake. But the only problem really with this guy is that he is slow. He will not let you take over for him. You have to fire him if you want to jump in, which you don't really want to do because you have to pay an extra $100. So you might get a backup sometimes at your checkout. But now this gives us the freedom to walk around and dedicate our entire job to just stocking. So I can look, okay, we need rice, we need coffee, spaghetti, green oil, all of this different stuff. So I could start putting this in the cart. Fill up the cart. What else are we low on? Cheese, milk. Looks like we need, bread, blue flour, red flour. And that's 10 items. And here's our man. And look at this. We have a profit of $700. So we're going to end the day. And nobody was unhappy. And what happens is we got 220 store points and we end the day with 701. Now watch what happens if I click Start New Day. Immediately in the upper right you see paid automatically staff $80. That means that this guy charges you $80 at the beginning of every day. If you don't have the money, you will go into the negative, and that's okay. You can just get yourself back out by selling stuff. But you can't buy anything more if you go negative. So it's something to watch out for. Excuse me. Now, we've got our man, and we have already also, set up what we want. So we're going to buy all this stuff from the market. He will not help you stock the shelves. There is a separate employee for that, which is the stock man. But we can't get the stock boy, person, until we open up the storage room, which costs $800. So we have to have a surplus of $800 to do that. And you have to buy a bunch of shelves and put them down there as well. But what the stock room will allow us to do once we get there, and by the way, as you can see, I'm not rushing to it. We just hired a cashier, and we're, at the moment, just focusing on selling what we can of the goods that we have, slowly building up our storage inside the shop so that we can put more items on the shelf. And then this will give us a good idea of how we're doing with our workflow. Now, it'll be interesting today as we move through the workday because we will have the cashier with us all day. Now, like I said, the cashier is really helpful, but as your shop gets busier, you will see his slowness in action, and it may be infuriating. And what you will probably have to do at some point, and this is after you've expanded your store size internally a little bit, is build a second cash register. So you can go over here and you could see in furniture down here at the bottom, we can purchase another checkout counter. It's $500. It's expensive, but what I did with it was I put it down, and even over here in this back corner, and I would only open it if he backed up completely and people needed checked out, and then I would, temporarily just check people out to kind of thin down the lines. And that's what you kind of want to do once this guy gets overwhelmed. You just have to work up to that point. Now, these shelves, the tall rack and the small rack, go in your storage. And we want the tall rack probably because it stores more, even though it's hard to get to that top shelf. Awesome. Well, everybody, our store is stocked up. We do need to buy some, powdered sugar, it looks like, perhaps a little bit of salt and yellow oil, as well as some more cheese. So let's think about that. So we're going to go to products, and we're going to buy yellow oil, cheese. We're going to buy salt, and we're going to also purchase powdered sugar. Awesome. Now, once you get to this point as well, the next step would be, even if we don't have storage, even though we don't have that convenience, would be buying one or so extra box of everything on the shelf to keep off to the side. And then you would have a ton. It's not as necessary now that we've hired the cash register guy, because we can just order things when we need to and restock ourselves. But it gives you the idea of how much inventory you want to have. It gets you in that best practice. Okay, everybody, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. We're up to store level 10. Our store is fully stocked, and we have hired our first employee, the indefatigable Cashier Charles. I don't know, I just gave him a name, but he's great. Take care, everybody.